Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome in. And you know what? Farming Simulator 22 is just around the corner. And we've really got a pretty good idea of now on what we can expect with this brand new title. Yeah, there is a lot of new updates that are really going to freshen up the Farming Simulator series from Farming Simulator 19 up to Farming Simulator 22 now. But there are a few things that I can't help but being just a touch disappointed about. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself in trouble again, aren't I? Yeah, oh well, let's do this thing. So before we get into all of this, you guys know I'm super excited about Farming Simulator 22. You know what? We've talked in length about all the features that I find that will really define Farming Simulator 22. In fact, make sure you guys check the card at the top there. Click on the link. Those are the top 10 features on Farming Simulator 22 that we are pretty excited about seeing come into the game. That being all said, there are a few things that, of course, I'm just disappointed about. Of course, we just can't have everything, can we? But I still plan on complaining about it. Yeah, I'm really starting to feel like a Karen right now. Really starting to feel like a Karen. Regardless of all that, here are my 5 most requested features that are missing from Farming Simulator 22. Don't agree with my list? Hey, let me know down in the comments if I'm being too picky or what feature you think you would have liked to have seen the most. In fact, you know what? There's a poll down in the description as well. It's going to rank all my features that I think are missing. Click on that. Let me know which one you think is the most requested, the most disappointing to be not in the game. Let me know what you think down below. Which feature is the most missingest? Did I really write this? I can't believe I wrote that. All right, number one, deformable terrain. This feature has been on the top of my list for a very long time. In fact, I really would have loved to have seen this become a part of the Farming Simulator series. Now, before I complain too loudly, and I know there's going to be a lot of you that agree with this one. I know there's going to be a few. I get it. The tech that would have been involved, it would have surpassed anything that the Giants engine probably could have been capable of, at this stage at least. Considering everything else that engine takes care of, thinking the planting and growing cycles, the terrain editing, all of that, and then having to implement a deformable terrain from vehicles and the like, I can understand why this has not been implemented. But like I said long ago, dealing with the terrain and using the right equipment to navigate the terrain when farming is a huge aspect that we generally don't deal with in the series. I don't need SnowRunner level detail of deformation, but hopefully someday soon, we could have just a tiny little taste of that. Now, before I go all negative Nancy on this subject, on the bright side, the new seasonal cycles, there will be a noticeable change in vehicle traction in wet conditions and snow and the like. So there's some baby steps there. Maybe the first steps towards deformable terrain. Maybe, fingers crossed, one day, fingers crossed. Number 2, animals. You guys saw this one coming, right? Now, we still have some to learn about animals. We haven't really got into the meat of animals. There's a pun there somewhere. But to my dismay, it sounds like the number 1 feature I had been hoping for in regards to livestock is not going to be a reality in Farming Simulator 22. That's right. No baby cows. No baby cows for you. To be fair, I think the biggest reason I'm disappointed about this was simply because of the original announcement of Farming Simulator 22. They told us there will be cuter animals. Just for future reference, that doesn't mean calves, lambs, piglets, fowls, or chicks. That simply means fluffier sheep, I guess. On the bright side, though, we did learn that there will have some distinct breeds of at least some of the animals. So if you're thinking about your cattle, you can choose between focusing on milk with your Holsteins, maybe developing a taste for some steak with some Angus. Beefy. Also, on top of the livestock upgrade, we're getting wildlife, which will make the surroundings feel, considerably more alive. At least it'll give me an excuse for randomly driving off the road. Hey, did you see that? He ran right in front of me, I swear. Number 3, weather. We actually are getting a bit of an upgrade to this as well. The weather system in Farming Simulator 22, thanks to seasonal cycles. For the first time, we're gonna have snow, which is fantastic to see, of course. But what I'm really looking for is more of weather on the unpredictability side of things. You know what? Give us some droughts. Give us some crazy downpours, maybe some floods. How about some hail? I would love to see those. I mean, we don't need to go to tornadoes or anything too crazy, but just something, something small. Allow the randomness of weather to take effects on our crops like they do in real life. Now, of course, weather will play a little bit of a role with seasonal cycles, but once again, we're just really talking about the fact you maybe can't harvest when your crops are wet. That might be the only thing. We'll have to wait and see more about that. But just please give us an option of having some destruction, the risk and reward of maybe letting that crop dry out for another day or two while a large storm is kind of rolling in the next couple days. I think that could be absolutely epic. And plus, farmers do like to talk about the weather, don't they? I mean, come on. Now, to be fair, on the weather side of things, guys, the original way seasonal cycles was going to be implemented, it really left a bit of a stain in the back of my mouth there, to be honest. I was really concerned about it. And to be honest, if they had not have updated the way seasonal cycles was working, it would have most definitely been on this list. But Giants listened to the feedback of the community, and they have updated the way seasonal cycles will work. So if you had heard it originally, it was something along the lines of 1 day in game was going to equal 1 month, and you could kind of speed or slow time up, but it was still 1 day, 1 month. Well, it's changed now, so we can actually have it so it's similar to what Seasons mod works, where you can have 3, 6, 9 day season cycles. Now, it also sounds like you can still do the like 1 day, 1 month thing, but you can actually put that to like 28 days for 1 month, so you actually could play a full year of Farming Simulator in a full year cycle. I don't even know how to fathom that, really. I'm still trying to wrap my noggin around all that stuff. Number 4, maps being standard size. All right, so the only reason I think that we're probably having to deal with this, at least what I feel, is because we're still catering to last generation consoles. That's got to be the only reason why we're still dealing with a 2x map, right? All base maps that will be in Farming Simulator 22 will be a 2x map, which is still the same size we saw in Farming Sim 19. Now, of course, if you're on PC, the mod maps that we've seen there's 4x maps and higher, quite a bit higher, to be honest. Did we see anything in 15? I know 17 had 4x. Did 15 have 4x too? Unfortunately, as of yet, console players still are on the standard size. Now, we don't know if that's going to be something that's going to change at all. Is it possible that mod maps for next gen consoles could be 4x maps or even current gen? Is that possible? Can the mod hub differentiate between current gen and last gen consoles? I mean, that could be something we might see. We'll have to wait and see on that one, unfortunately. Still, current size maps, only standard size. Okay, that being said, the base maps look fantastic. I mean, I'm especially fond of Elm Creek. If you guys haven't seen much on Elm Creek yet, check the card up in the top corner. We do a deep dive on Elm Creek, the brand new USA map for Farming Sim 22. And lastly, number 5, brands. Yeah, I know I'm going to get a bit of hate on this one potentially. It's just asking for it. Now, take it for what it's worth. At time of recording, not all brands have yet been announced for Farming Simulator 22, but I think it's safe to say we're not going to hear anything mind-blowing or anything crazy new. Giants, I'm happy if you decide you want to totally ignore what I'm just saying right now and show me up. I'm totally fine with that. Please do. So 2 brands I personally would have really liked to have seen in Farming Simulator 22. Caterpillar, Kubota. Those 2. Those would have been fantastic to see. You know what? Farming Sim 22 has some big shoes to fill as far as new brands. If you think back to Farming Simulator 19, one of the 2 big brands we got, Kloss, as well as John Deere. I don't know how you could possibly fill those shoes, but still, there's still some brands out there, right? Now, to be fair, Farming Simulator 22 has already got a few announcements on some fairly big brands that kind of caught me off guard. Versatile, number 1, Versatile. Huge to see that tractor brand make it to Farming Sim 22. And secondly, oh man, so glad to see this, Mack. We're finally getting an American truck brand in Farming Simulator. Can't wait to see Max. I would love to see more. Get me some Peterbilt, some Kenworth, but I will take Mack all day long. So there you go, guys. Those are my 5 most disappointing missing features for Farming Simulator 22. Did I miss something? Am I completely off base? Let me know down in the comments. I can take it. I can take it. Don't forget to vote down in the description on my list. Which one of those 5 do you think, which one is the missingest? That makes total sense. That's a word. That's a word now. And thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Slap the like if you did. And of course, if you're new around here, or if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you guys hit that big red subscribe button to have your chance to have your name drop down in the bottom of the video, just like you see down there right now. Also, don't forget, folks, that if you're watching this before the release of Farming Simulator 22, well, we're going to be giving away pre-order copies of Farm Sim 22 codes during our live stream. So make sure you ring the bell You don't miss a live stream, so you have a chance to win Farming Simulator pre-order codes before it's even coming out. And of course, if you just want to pre-order Farming Simulator 22, you can do so right now. Links are down in the description. Get your pre-order code for PC right here, right now. And all that goes to help out the channel and actually help us do more giveaways of Farming Simulator 22. Man, I messed that last lineup so many times. You guys have no idea. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, evening, night, morning, whatever it is. Cheers to you folks. We'll see you next time.